Welcome to the Daily Review. This is Razak, Senior Trading Strategist here at CMTrading. And today is November 1st, 2023, and today is Wednesday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, the Japanese yen trades back to its record lows. But first, looking at today's major economic events. So we start out the day at 4 p.m. South African time, ISM manufacturing PMI number coming out from the United States. And then the main event, FOMC rate statement, which is the interest rate statement for the Central Bank of the United States. And that is a major number. Don't think there's going to be too many surprises, but you do want to know what's coming out. Now, looking at the various markets, starting out with the Forex impulse, the Japanese yen back to its lows, while the Turkish lira continues making new lows. Looking at the indices, both the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ continue to bounce, while looking at commodities, gold spikes higher but doesn't hold on to its gains, while oil trading lower. Now looking at the stocks, most of the stock gain, while looking at cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin remains unchanged. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we could expect from today's trading. So here we go. Starting out with the Japanese yen, it did get that spike yesterday and it continued spiking higher all the way to its record highs, okay? Record lows versus the dollar, record highs as the dollar has gotten stronger versus the Japanese yen. If we look at it at a weekly chart, you can see it. It just hit it. Now the question is that whether or not it's going to clear it. And if it does clear it, how much further is it going to go? And that's record lows for the Japanese yen. I mean, this is all-time record lows. I mean, this is... we haven't been in this type of area ever. Okay, so this is really very important to note as this is making its record lows. Now, we were in the late 90s at 134. Those are, typical kind of places that the US dollar was versus the Japanese yen. And we were as weak versus the Japanese as 70 in 2011. So this is really an about face over the past decade for the Japanese yen. Now jumping into the Euro USD, not doing much, and neither is the GBP USD. So those remain unchanged. However, today with the FOMC, this really may change. And we may see a new threshold actually being breached at these levels. So this is really very important levels that we're at. Now looking at gold. Gold had a nice bounce above or rally above 2,000. Didn't hold it and then retrace. And now is at what is typically its area that it likes to consolidate in at 1980-ish level. And we're trading right there right now. So this is something that didn't clear its resistance, holding off at 2,000. I do expect it to actually retrace here as this is multi-time frames, and we're looking at a weekly time frame, resistance-ish area, 2,000. So that's really important to note. Now looking at crude oil, it slid to $81.40, okay, right now. So that is trading lower. And this does come as a surprise because Ukraine and Russia is still going at it. Middle East is cooking up, and during these type of environments, you'd expect oil to increase. However, it didn't. So suffice it to say, in this type of environment, if it didn't go higher, then most likely it's going to even go lower. So keep that in mind as this is unfolding still. Now, looking at the U.S. markets, the Dow Jones did get a bounce yesterday. Nothing big, 100 plus points, but really, question is whether or not it's sustainable, whether or not it's going to carry through. And I think everybody's eyes, again, are on the FOMC, so keep that in mind. Now, looking at the NASDAQ, also got that bounce. Now, looking at different individual stocks, there were stocks that did better than others. Like Amazon continues to climb and gap up. Okay, those are 3 gap ups, 2 gap ups so far, but a rally that comes after it. So this is really important because we are getting to resistance-ish area. And so I'd like to see if it clears. Now, we may play a game of, this time it's this turn, this time it's that turn. And if we look, okay, Intel did have a nice move up also. So this is a little bit encouraging. There's some encouraging factors in the market as well. Now, when we look at Facebook, which was strong, just trading at 300. Okay, didn't do much yesterday. So it's stock specific. It's not anything that is going by itself or going across the board as we'd expect it to. Now looking at Bitcoin, unchanged. Okay, this is very natural of it. It goes and then it stops, and then you got to kind of figure out which way it's going to go next. So focus more of your time on the U.S. stocks, especially today with the FOMC rate statement. I do expect some volatility, even though there should be no surprises there, okay, because he's kind of spoke about it, that he's going to keep it higher longer, which means it's going to be higher interest rates for a longer period of time. So keep that in mind. This is the Fed Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.